So I think it's about time that we had this talk. What are we? Hey, welcome to Online for Love, your #1 resource for dating by the numbers. Today we're going to be going over the top 10 things that change when you enter a relationship after just casually dating. Before I dive into all of these things though that you should know before getting into a relationship, I do have to recommend our free online dating opener formula, because if you want to have success and get a girlfriend to begin with, you have to actually send that first message, and you might as well send a great one. So go ahead and download our free online dating opener. This is actually going to triple your response rates on any dating app or dating site. It works for any of them, so do not forget to check that out and download it. Again, it's totally free. It's going to help you with those pesky first messages, so you can get that by clicking the link above me or found in the description down below. Also, you should make sure that you're even on the right dating site or dating app to begin with. You can do that by checking out our free online dating app quiz, which will pair you with your perfect online dating site or dating app. It's going to be linked above me and in the description down below. It's quick, fun, easy, totally free. Go take the quiz and comment back here and comment below what your results are, because we would love to know. Alright, so let's dive into the video. So it's coming about that time where you've had this talk, the what are we talk, and now you are becoming an item with somebody, or you want to become an item with somebody. So what can you expect when you turn from just casually dating to a relationship? There are some key changes here. So maybe you've never been in a relationship before, maybe it's been a while, maybe you're just wondering what's going to change in your dynamic once you become an item. Are you wondering if it's worth it for you, if it's not worth it for you? Well, this is what's going to happen. So make sure to watch the whole video so you know what's in store. The first thing that changes when you enter a relationship after casually dating is exclusivity. And by exclusivity, I mean whatever that means for you. So you could be in a monogamous or non-monogamous relationship, but whatever that means to you, that will be applied at this point. So there's no longer a toss-up in the air of whether or not you are sort of serious about each other. Now you really are, and there is a level of exclusivity in your relationship. So you have to abide by whatever rules your relationship has in order to keep this going. So you never have to wonder anymore whether or not they are secretly going out with somebody else, or whether or not they are, talking to somebody else. You will have some ground rules where you know what to expect and what that person is or is not doing. This is true for yourself as well. So you are no longer going to be, finding a second, third, fourth option in case they can't go out with you that night. You as well are going to be just more committed to them. And that's really what it is, a commitment here. The next key difference between casually dating and being in a relationship is the time spent together. So when you are just casually dating, you might meet up on a few dates a week, maybe that much, maybe it's only one date a week, maybe you sleep over a couple of times, you see each other here and there, but you are not, living together, you're not together 24/7. And then when you start to have an actual relationship with someone, this doesn't necessarily mean that you will be moving in together or being together, 24 hours a day, but it does mean that you will probably be seeing them a lot more for the most part. So you will have more sleepovers, you might start to take some things over to each other's houses, and eventually the goal is probably to move in together. So you have to sort of prepare for the fact that you're not just going to see this person sometimes on a date on Friday night. You will start to see them all the time eventually. You're going to start taking them on, errand runs. You're going to take them to meet your family for some outings with your friends. They're going to start to become an integral part of your life. If you're enjoying our company, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So it really helps us out when you give our videos a thumbs up, because that shows YouTube that people are enjoying our content. So then YouTube pushes our videos out for more people to see. So we would really appreciate your thumbs up and your subscriptions. Now let's talk about the next thing that changes here when you become an item with somebody rather than just casually dating, and that is the increase in emotional intimacy. So when you're just casually dating somebody, of course you might be intimate, but you're not necessarily very emotionally intimate. So when you enter a relationship, now this is your person. You can confide in them, you can talk to them about what's on your mind, you can be open emotionally and let them in a way that you probably weren't able to when you were just casually dating. So now you have that rock, your foundation, hopefully, right, where you can talk to them about whatever crosses your mind, and vice versa. So now you have to be open emotionally to receiving whatever they want to tell you, receiving their baggage, receiving the full extent of their emotions as well. So if they're having a bad day, you need to be able to comfort them, and vice versa. You start to hear more about their past, about how their mind works, and you and that person really open up to each other on a new level. So this can be a really great part of the relationship process, because now you don't have to be closed off, you don't have to hide things anymore, and you can just sort of accept and receive this wonderful emotional intimacy. Now, if you are finding yourself thinking as you're listening to this, wow, I am not ready for that level of emotional intimacy, I cannot be open with people, then maybe work on yourself before entering a relationship. This is really good litmus test here, this whole video, to see whether or not you're ready for this. The next key change that happens when you enter a relationship is talking about the future. So now you are becoming more of one, right? You're sort of combining your lives together. That's the hope anyway. So you're thinking about longer term goals. Maybe before, when you were casually dating, the longest you looked ahead was the weekends, but now you're thinking about, what do we want to do in a year? What vacations are we going to go on? What house would you like to have one day? Do you like dogs or cats better? Should we get a dog or cats? Kids, maybe. Marriage, eventually down the road, you might talk about that. So a lot of things become future oriented when you are in a relationship. Before you can find anybody to plan any sort of future with, whether it's for the weekend or for life, you have to first reach out to somebody. So in order to do this, we actually have a free opener formula, which is going to help increase your replies by 3. So this is a great way to know exactly what to say to somebody for the first time and send the best first opening message to really grab their attention and to get hopefully a relationship in the end out of it, or at least them to talk back to you. So that's totally free for you. You can find this opener formula by clicking the link above me or found in the description down below. The 5th key change that happens when you enter a relationship after casually dating is that you and the other person become a we. So you're no longer so focused on I and your personal future, but things are now sort of intertwined. You become a force, you become a partnership where things are not just affecting you, but they're affecting that other person and vice versa. And it's no longer, I'm going to go to this wedding, it's we are going to go to this wedding, or are you going to come to this party, or are you guys going to come to this party? This is sort of a nice little change. You'll always have a +1. The 6th change that happens when you enter a relationship is that you actually enter their social life as well, and vice versa. So now you are becoming a part of the people who they have around them. So you're going to probably meet their family, their friends, their dog sitter, dog walker, whatever. All the people in their life are now going to become the people in your life as well. So now's the time to sort of make some good impressions and really fit in with them. And you have to not only care about them, but you have to care about the people that they care about. So it's time to learn some names and maybe suck up to the parents and whatever you gotta do. When you are casually dating, you might not tell anybody about them, because it might not be worth bringing up this person you're just casually dating to your friends or family, because they might hit you with a barrage of questions like, well, okay, when are you going to get married? Or like, when am I going to meet this person? And you're like, it's not that serious yet. So this is a big difference from when you're casually dating to when you're actually in a relationship. Question of the day. What's the best thing that you like about having a relationship over casual dating? Leave your comments down below. We love to hear from you. The next thing that changes significantly when you enter a relationship is that things take more work. So when you're just casually dating somebody, you might or might not necessarily care about them too much, because you're just sort of testing the waters. You might be dating multiple people at the same time, and you might not be sure about this one person. However, when you are sure about them and you enter a relationship, and now you have to really put in the work to make that work. Because you care about them, you have to sort of improve yourself in a way. You have to get along with them. You have to change things to make it work. You have to make some sacrifices, because you are a team now. It's not just about you. The 8th key change that takes place when you enter a relationship versus casually dating is that you tend to feel way more secure in this attachment, in this commitment. So when you're just casually dating, what they feel about you can and does probably change depending. So you might not feel so secure in, this connection. You might not feel secure that they truly like you a lot, or that they will stick around, or that you will have any sort of future with them. But when you are in a committed relationship, you have that security. You know that they are in this with you, that they do like you, that they probably love you, that they're going to stick around, that they're going to try their best to make it work. So you get to have that feeling of security, and you don't really have to worry about, doing the wrong thing and them not liking you anymore. You don't have to worry about looking your best at all times, or keeping your apartment, sparkling clean, or being always super smart and put together. Now you can be more of yourself and still be secure that they love you. The next key change that happens when you enter a relationship is that you will have changes in your routine and your life in general. So This goes along with a lot of the other things that we talked about, especially, having to put in work. So if you live somewhere that's further away from them, you'll have to take the time to go and see them, to drive over to them, to stay overnight. You'll have to change your routine in a way where you have to fit them into your life and vice versa. So all that time you used to spend maybe gaming with the boys, maybe some of that will have to be cut out in order to make time for her. If you're ready for a relationship, you will have to move things around a bit in order to prioritize them and the relationship. So your routine will most likely change, even if it's just as subtle as texting them every morning and every evening, but things will change in your life. Whereas when you are casually dating, maybe nothing really changes besides you actually have plans on Friday now with them rather than maybe your friends. And the 10th key change that happens when you enter a relationship after just casually dating is actually the best thing, and that's that you get to show your true self. You get to be who you really are, and so do they. So now you have someone who accepts you for you. You can show your good side, your ugly side, and the middle side, your really funny side, your goofy side. All these sides to you make you you, and that makes you a complete human, and they get to see that and you get to see that in them. That's only going to make your bond stronger, and that's really a beautiful thing that happens when you're in a relationship. Whereas when you're casually dating, you do tend to put on a little bit of a facade, at least a little bit, right? But that's going to just about wrap up this video. Those are the top 10 things that change when you enter a serious relationship after just casually dating. Do not forget to check out our free online dating opener formula, which is going to triple your success rate when it comes to getting replies back on a host of different dating sites or dating apps. It's totally free, and it's going to be linked above me and found in the description down below, so do not forget to check it out so that you can send the best first message to anybody on any dating site or dating app. Also, do not forget to check out our free online dating app quiz, because you have to know that you're actually on the right dating site to begin with. So take the quiz that's going to pair you with your perfect online dating site or dating app. It's going to be linked above me and found in the description down below. And now that you're just about done with this video, make sure to check out some of our other ones popping up on either side of me. And make sure to answer the question of the day. What do you think is the best part about entering a relationship that you don't get when you're just casually dating? Leave your comments down below. We love to hear from you. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you liked it and subscribe if you loved it. And hopefully we'll see you here again on Online for Love. Thanks, bye!